Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
What a day. Oh no.
It's Friday.
What a day, Friday.
Today I've got Jonathan with me again. I've also got my new jumper on, which I'm very excited about.
I actually changed this t-shirt because we made a cool TikTok.
Oh, we did actually check out the TikTok if you haven't already. It was probably uploaded like a few years ago.
A month ago, yeah.
So,
these videos are old.
I'm sure you've seen it by now. But we wanted to do a video because we've been getting lots of questions on doing videos on different topics.
Vlogcasts.
Is that what you called it?
Well, no, but they're like podcasts. But
oh yeah.
Vlogcasts.
Yeah.
I'm also sitting a bit weird like this because my knees.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
This is like not a very cool setup.
But it's a cool background, eh?
It is.
I like it.
Very pretty. So today we wanted to do a video. I saw this and I asked you guys to kind of leave your ideas in the comments of our last vlog ages ago, and one of them that stood out to me was the one about press. So obviously in our YouTube career we've done a lot of press, a lot of press actually, right? A lot. And
well, actually when we first started, remember we used to collect.
I know,
press.
I still have like a little box, but then I stopped because it started getting really ugly. Like,
well, I did actually. You were like,
some of the tabloids.
Should I keep the tabloids?
Yeah, some of the tabloid stuff was like really horrible, and so I stopped. The question was like, what was our best press experience, our worst press experience, and then also are people that we meet, like journalists or, you know, other interviewers and stuff like that, are they the same on camera as they are off camera as they are on camera, you know what I mean? And so I thought we would do a little story time on that and kind of answer your questions.
We are going to probably not specify people's names, stations.
No, we're not going to say anybody's name.
We still work in this industry.
We're not going to say this isn't like
shade,
a bashing video at all. But I think it's interesting.
It is interesting because I feel like we're normal people and we have experienced the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
As normal people.
Yeah.
and we've had very much like, oh boy,
up and down situations.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's start with our best press experience. What do you think our best
I didn't prepare.
Neither did I.
I didn't prepare. You only told me we were going to make this and I thought, oh, do you know what you should do? I should sit down and think about this. I know my worst ones.
I know my worst ones.
But my best ones, gosh, I can't really think of my favorite one, you know? Do you know what, actually? This is mad, right?
Yeah.
People magazine. People magazine in...
Oh, in America.
I don't know, is it LA or Orlando? I don't know. There's a lot of things that we did a lot of work in
America.
It
was either LA. We did it in LA and then we did it in New York as well.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
So I think you're thinking of the LA one.
Yeah, where like I was picking you up. And
yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was for a YouTube event though. So I guess...
It was a People magazine thing about... content creators. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or playlist.
It was good content.
I'm confused.
I would say that it wasn't like my favorite photo shoot or anything, but I think one of my favorite, and this was like very, very early on, one of my favorite pieces that was done was the You magazine in Ireland.
On the beach.
With Georgina Heffernan.
Yeah,
because she was just, she wound up being like my friend. Like she was so nice. She was probably the nicest journalist I've ever met. She never intended on, you know, going in there and like finding something negative. Like it was such a nice piece and I was so naive as well, and she could have turned that into something negative and she didn't. And so many other journalists will do that because that's just, it's better, the better story.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She just made it a really nice piece and she was a really genuine, nice person.
You know, I know it's like, it seems like it wasn't, right? But I did enjoy making that show with BBC. Yeah. I'm asleep.
Don't touch anything. Okay, dry.
Hello.
Thank you.
Okay. I think one of the most enjoyable recent experiences I found was when we filmed that show with Stacey Dooley with the whole Firecracker crew. You know, like there was, I can't remember, there was a lot of camera people, there was a lot of producers, there was a lot of like, there was loads of people around and they were all really nice. Yeah. And it was just such a cool experience, and like for the whole couple of days that they were here, you know, it was like this like team thing. We all just came together and we were like, what are we filming here? And it was like, nobody was like out to get anyone, and it was just like, I don't know, I just felt like really comfortable, unless they're like super good at their jobs, so they knew exactly how to make me feel really comfortable. But I just felt like it was we were all like roommates for the weekend or something. You know, that was a nice experience. When your expectation and reality collide, and it's the same thing, it's like brilliant. But when the expectation and then reality comes along, and it's like
yeah, like remember one of the first TV interviews that we did ever, and the guy was like deadpan, just like not interested at all.
Oh yeah, he's talking to his producer.
Yeah, and then
he ignored us.
Yeah, and then because we were trying to make conversation, we didn't know what like to expect, and this was like a morning show. And then the camera went on. He was like, "Hi, so Anna, Jonathan. Oh, you're so amazing." Blah blah blah. And then the camera turned off, and he was
powered down.
Yeah, and he was just like,
Yeah, he was like, "So tell me, how'd you get along with that?"
You know.
And he was just talking away, and we're over just right beside him, and we're supposed to just go.
Yeah, it was so weird.
So hey,
we were like, oh, so we're acting.
But this was like
I didn't
years
get that
ago.
memo.
Now, if that happened today, I would go with it.
Yeah, you just. But we were just like.
No media training, no publicists, no managers, no nothing.
We didn't have a clue.
A clue.
So it was like a few seconds of us just catching up. There's probably.
Oh, you're not my friend. Oh, I thought we were friends.
Oh, so you're not the same off camera as you are on camera. Okay, cool.
And then do you remember there was a thing about the sponsor in the show? So they had to have the right cup.
Yeah.
And he had a whole drama about the right cup. They had to be drinking from the right cup. We were on this really big show once, and the guy, like 5 minutes before we went on, right? He's in the changing room with us, right? And we're chatting around some stuff, and he was like, "Oh, here's the questions that have all been vetted by your team and stuff like that." I was like, "Cool." And I was like, "Oh, that first look, mate, just like, you know, don't talk about this thing. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's always the narrative. Like, don't be repetitive with the narrative. Be interesting for the audience." And he was like, "Oh yeah, no. Definitely won't ask that question."
And it wasn't on the list.
No, and he was like, "No, I wouldn't talk about it. No, you're right. Like, it's ridiculous, you know. Welcome, yeah, sit down here." So, Jonathan, the question. I was like, "We just bloody said 2 minutes ago," and he's like looking at me, live TV, big platform, big show. And I'm just like,
some of them are liars.
Mate, what? Because there's a producer's like.
Or do you remember the time that this journalist came to our house because she wanted to like,
yeah.
What is
full day?
The word? Full day. So she like she kind of shadowed us for the whole day, got a full understanding. And we are just the type of people that we will
Don't put on a show.
We will like make friends. We'll make you feel like you're a guest in our home. Even if it is a journalist, like I don't care. It's still, you know, it's just in me. I can't get that out of me. And like, we'll make friends with the person. We'll like make them tea, make them coffee. We'll, you know, give them, I don't know, just like.
I think we confused them.
And we just always fall into that trap. Even now, if it happened now, even if like, I don't know who, if it like a troll came to our house, we'd still probably be like, "Hey, come on in.
Yeah.
Oh, make yourself at home. Do you want a cup
That's
of tea?"
why the press don't like us. We're so boring.
Then her piece came out, do you remember? And it was such a hit piece. And like I was just like, we were so nice to you. Why would you do this?
This is what I was talking about in the vlog a while ago. I was like, we're so nice. I don't know, you see, it's not the naivety, right?
No, it's hard to be mean to people.
Exactly.
How do you do that?
To be nice, and I don't want to play a game, and I don't want to...
I can't play the game.
No.
I've said this from the very beginning. I'm like, I cannot play the game.
That's why people take advantage of so much. You know, and it's why we're kind of protective, because we're being protective of the fact that I can't be protective, that I can't be secretive, that I can't
because I know once I
let
let somebody inside the doors of my house, I have to treat them nicely.
Are we friends? Okay, yeah, we must be friends. They're like, "No, we're not actually friends." I'm like, "Well, we are friends." And then I read the thing, I'm like, "Why would you say that? We're friends." I think what's the strangest one? What's the strangest one? The one that you were like, "I cannot believe that we're like here doing this thing."
I found, this is gonna sound really bad, but I found the media training really strange.
The media training was strange.
I don't know why.
Most people watching these guys,
I think it's because I'm like, I'm not a celebrity.
Exactly,
like,
that's
what am I doing here? This
we're
is
normal
so
people.
weird. And he's like strategically telling you how to do stuff, and you're like, but I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It's nothing against the media training.
It's the faked question, what you need to do, and it's like, I don't think that far ahead.
No, I don't.
No, I don't want it.
I do get the thing
I don't want
of,
to.
like...
I don't want to turn into one of those people either. I don't want to turn into a strategist.
There's like strategies of how to kind of like coax the interviewer or like try and get them to lean towards the positive. I just don't work that way. I will just
Although if sometimes if you read some things about us, it's funny how like we've no strategy, right? We've never had a strategy. I don't even plan the vlog ahead. I just go with
what I find
whatever
so
happens.
Funny when people like
they
try and find
that we have tried to manipulate a system and there's strategy and they're doing this. I'm like, when stuff happens, it's literally fluke.
I know.
It's been jammy. That's it. We've been jammy for 10 years. Like, if a vlog, like...
the titles and the thumbnails of our videos, they get decided in like a second. Yeah. Like, there's no strategy whatsoever. It's just like, oh, crap, I need a title and a thumbnail. Like, what am I... Oh, just scroll through the video. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. What's a good title to match that? And then sometimes there's so much drama and I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah. I don't know what I did. Yeah. But yeah, so we don't think that way. And then trying to like be coached and taught to think that way... I don't even think it really made a difference.
But it's interesting. I say most people watching these videos will never ever have media training, right? Because why would you ever have media training, right?
I don't think you need it.
But the guy was like, it was mad expensive. It was £1,000 an hour or something, like insane. It was ridiculous.
I don't think it was that.
But it was like, as we walked in to the training, right, it was game on, right? And as we walked in, they were like, come this way. And it was like, bang, you're in a live radio thing. But I was like, well, this is stupid. Like, it's not real. Like, we're not on the radio. Like,
I know, and then they were trying to do it, but then he got one of our kids' names wrong. And so we were like, who?
What?
Do you remember? We were like, huh? And like the whole thing kind of got messed up.
But and then you're on live TV, and then you're on a radio station, and then a journalist comes in and hard hits you, and I was like, but he's like, oh, you guys handled it really well. And I'm like, I was just honest. This radio guy, he was trying, I think he just like wanted to try and be as mean as possible to see if I'd crack. Or something.
But it was Jonathan on his own, and I think he was just really like, Jonathan's very good at
I don't lose it.
No.
You know, I can like slow things down and then just like calmly, and that's what happened. So just about 2 or 3 weeks before that one, right? I got a call to go on live TV to talk about the fact that I was like an online entrepreneur.
Yeah, no, it was all about the business.
All about the business.
All about the business. They were like, business. You're going to talk about the success of your business.
So I got a call and they were like, hey, look, you know, we're really impressed. It's amazing what you've done. The fact that
lied.
You created a business out of nothing, and I mean, come on TV there now and tell everyone at home, the boys and girls at home about it. I was like, flattery, no problem, yeah, great. So, you know, go into the city, get on, mic'd up, live TV. Here we go, boom, we're live, and like just live.
It was nothing about the business. At all.
My!
There was another guy on with you, and he was just like they were supposed to be interviewing Jonathan and this other guy with another business.
Yeah, didn't even talk to him.
Yeah, and he just got completely forgotten about, because Jonathan, she went in. She was like talking about all of these horrible things that had nothing to do with business, all to do with like parenting and other things.
It was like a hit thing on me, and I was like,
yeah, it was a total hit piece. And then this other guy who was supposed to be he had like some other business, some online business, and he was just like left by the wayside. And I was like, this isn't a business chat. You handled it really well. It was just like, it was actually, the joke was on them because of how calm you were the whole time. You were just like, you actually, I think, laughed at her at one point. You were just like, okay.
I'm just like, what? You know? That's what I feel like, you know, because I feel like all the mad experiences we've had, that we're just normal people, and that's why it's mad. Like even we were on a TV show with Sky, you know, and that was just like so weird. And we were hanging around. Remember, we were hanging around with all the extras and stuff like that, and they were all there for their chicken sandwiches because that's what they were all excited about, you know. And we were just so like, oh no, just I don't know, like. You know, some of the experiences as like, I don't even want to call myself an influencer because...
Yeah, do you remember like some of the extras were like, oh, if you want to be noticed, you should do this. And we were like, I don't really don't, like, what? Huh?
Yeah. Huh? Ow. That bloody thing, Trisha paid us like... I know. And it's like, it's comes like every time we...
Yeah, he didn't know it was Trisha. He was like, oh, is that her? I was like, yes.
Huh?
I think I watched the first
If you
one.
watch TikTok, you're laughing
No,
along
but I
with us?
watched the first her video that happened in, so then I knew it was all. I already knew it was her before it became a TikTok. Probably the worst one, which didn't
probably
even,
the first one that never even happened.
It never even happened.
But it got so close to happening is that again, they had set up this interview for live television that they said that.
And wasn't it the same interviewer?
I think it was. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. I'm trying to be cagey here. I don't want to. No shade. No shade to be thrown. Just stories. And yeah, so they'd set it up and they said this is the interview's going to be about this thing and it's fantastic.
Business.
Love you guys.
Business.
Yeah, great.
It was. Do you remember?
Then what happens before you go on a TV show? You normally, if it's remote, right,
yes,
or even if it's a live TV show and you go into the studio, you're like.
Do you remember the time that we walked on the stage?
Oh god. So there's a thing, I know now, right, how it works, okay? But back in the day, I didn't know, alright? And the girl was like, in an ad break of this live studio audience TV show, right? They were like, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. And she walked out to and sat down on the couch to show me. I followed her. Anna follows me, right? So we're all like walking out onto the stage.
And then we looked out and it was like the whole audience.
They're all confused because it's in the middle of an ad break.
Oh, hi.
And you're always like, no, you back out the back. I'm like, I didn't know I was supposed to just watch her walk and sit down.
She didn't make it really clear.
It should have been a sign. She should have sat down and just, don't follow me.
Because she said, oh, so you're gonna follow me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously you think you're gonna follow her, like right now. Do you mean now or do you mean in the future?
Oh, my
so then like, when it actually happened and we went on, everybody clapping had already seen us like 5 minutes ago. We're like, yeah, they're the two
guys, our next guest, you won't believe who it is. We're like, yeah, we kind of ruined that one.
So the worst one that we've probably ever done that didn't come out ever because of the because of what happened.
Yeah, so we stick up the laptop. Remote, it was 4 different countries, so we couldn't actually be there. So we
Someone's stealing our dog.
Someone's stealing a dog. And everyone's like, what's going on?
Jonathan has a thing, a Google Home thing, and it sends him images.
If someone walks through the kitchen.
And our dog groomer is grooming the dogs outside, and
she just went in and took a dog.
A picture just came up of a woman holding 2 dogs, just like
walking through the kitchen. So we get, first of all, so yeah, what I was saying. So before you go on to a TV show, you'll normally, if you're in real life, you sit down and you get. Seriously, you get to sit down and like talk to the host, right, on the couch for like a minute or two, just to kind of like, you know, break the ice, right, and then bang, you're live. But if you're doing a remote one, you'll call in and you'll kind of chat away to the producers or you'll chat away to the cast. So the person A, there's 2 A and B, right? So A, I had met before and had pulled a stunt similar to this before me. B was lovely person, not really called.
Really?
So B was the one.
How do you know?
True.
I thought lovely person, but now I'm not so sure.
B calls us on the thing and B is like, yeah, coola, everything's gonna be fine, yeah, great, fluff piece, no worries.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit. There was like a pre-interview and the person was so rude, like so nasty, and I was like, I remember doing it and looking at Jonathan and being like, what?
She's not even listening.
Yeah, she wasn't even like, we would answer and she would just not even listen. And
we had done a good few things by now, so we knew kind of what to expect at this stage.
Yeah,
with certain
but this was like beyond nasty. This was like just, it was kind of like we were being interviewed by a troll. Maybe it was nasty thing after nasty thing after nasty thing, and not even listening to what we were. And I remember looking at Jonathan and being like, they didn't even listen to what I just said. There's no follow-up.
I think this was either right before your miscarriage?
Yeah.
About a couple of days before your miscarriage?
No, it wasn't a couple of days. It was
a week?
I had just found out that I was pregnant.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're emotional.
Hormonal.
Yeah. So they said, yeah, it's cool. So then we
we got a weird we were like, okay, well, why would we go on this? First of all, that whole interview, the pre-interview kind of left a bad taste in our mouths. But the cherry on the cake was when they introduced the show.
Yeah, and the first guest that they had on was somebody that could like be completely anti to our position. Like, you know what I mean?
And we weren't told that we were going to be on with anybody else, by the way.
Yeah. So we kind of say like, oh, hey, so if you're a swimming pool builder and you're coming on because you're going to talk about building swimming pools and gardens, and then they invite the first person on. So this person is talking about the destruction of wildlife because of pool installations. You'd be
exactly. That's exactly what it was like. I'm not going to say, we're not obviously going to say who the other person was, but just imagine... We didn't know we were going on for a debate.
We're sitting there live, right? The way it works is that we're already live, right? But we're being broadcasted to the studio, not the TV yet. So the producers can see us. So then I, being very hormonal also and pregnant, was like, I'm not doing this. Goodbye. I'm not going to do this. And I walked out. And then they begged me to come back. Do you remember? And Jonathan was like, look, I'll just do it by myself. But because the person had already interviewed Jonathan by himself and knew that he would be fine with it. They knew I would get emotional, basically. And so they were like, no, we really want to have Anna on. I was like, absolutely no way in hell. You guys are insane. And also I spoke to somebody afterwards about it, and apparently it goes against the code of ethics, but just saying I don't want to shame anyone, but at the same time not ethically okay to do that. You can't, I don't think you actually can bring on somebody under like false pretenses like that anymore.
Let's take a break.
It's like
Jonathan, this one's asleep.
I know. That's my problem too.
I mean, I could move it, but I can't.
Reminds me of, remember the Olympics, pregnancy Olympics or something.
Oh wait, it's coming back. The feeling is coming back.
Oh yeah. That's the one. One thing I don't enjoy for my whole career, which is so odd, is the red carpet.
No one likes the red. Well, some people obviously do, but
some people really like it.
In this room, no one likes
No one in this room likes the red carpet. I'm like, can I just go in and watch the movie? Can I just go into the party?
So
I'm
awkward.
like, oh my God. Because that's how I feel. I feel like we are infiltrators.
Not supposed to be
Yeah. We're infiltrators. Like we are sneaky spies.
Why are we
normal
here?
people
This is
who have snuck in to like famous things?
Yeah. I just don't want to pose. I don't want to do anything. I don't find it enjoyable. Maybe it will change, but I don't find it enjoyable right now as of this day in 2020. All in all, what have you learned from doing press? I've learned to trust no one.
Trust?
I'm joking.
But the problem is, right, if the press came to the door tomorrow, man, we'd be like, oh, come on in, sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's everything.
Yeah, we have not learned anything.
You're my best.
We haven't learned one thing.
No. And we will never learn.
We will never
change. We will always just be normal people on the inside. We shouldn't be here, but somehow we've ended up here.
Yeah.
Do you remember a few months ago, we were sitting in like the Dáil, the Irish Parliament, with the Prime Minister. And we're like...
A few months? That was a year ago.
Was that a year ago?
Over a year ago,
oh my God, Corona time. But like, we're sitting there with the Prime Minister of Ireland in like the government buildings, and we're like, what are we doing here? I think there's been some mistake.
Thank you guys for watching that video.
What video did they watch?
I forgot he did that. That was the best ever. And like Neve starts laughing.
I know, 'cause she's like, what is going on?
Okay, stop it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was interesting and you learned something new about press. Basically, always stay alert.
Stay alert.
Be aware.
Be aware.
But most importantly, you can still have a good time even if it does all go wrong.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
And we've all got, if that all fails, we've got social media, so we can just vlog about it afterwards, like we are right now. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And why did you do a fart sound?
I don't know.
Bing! We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.